Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're driving from Aphrodite's Baths to Polis. So let's have the map up, and we'll be starting at the baths themselves and going all the way down to the main road. From there we'll be going through Latsi, which is very busy at the moment. We don't go all the way into Polis to the main road, we cut through the side road so we can go and have a quick visit to the campsite, see how that's getting on or not. And then we head through Polis itself and finish at Papantoniou Supermarket. So first things first, there is Aphrodite's restaurant on the left, and as I said in the previous film, beyond that is Aphrodite's hidden bath. We're going to be driving at a fairly sedate pace because there's quite a lot of traffic about later in the film. But one of the things I do love about this half of the island is that it's so much quieter, the roads are. I mean, even in the sort of like Sunday on a peak holiday season, there's not that many cars about. I mean, there are people about, but once they go to their place, they tend to stay put. So, I mean, for instance, in this film and the previous one from Neohuria to Aphrodite's Baths, I didn't have to edit out any stoppages for traffic lights and things like that. So, that always gets a vote from me. On the left hand of here, there will be numerous tracks going to what are normally secluded bays, but at the moment they are chock full of local Cypriots enjoying their summer holidays with gazebos, tents and barbecues and what have you. They seem to prefer the less touristy areas, so don't take that personally, but that's just the way it is. But when they, I suppose it's also because they wouldn't be allowed to plonk all their equipment down in the middle of Coral Bay, for instance. I don't think the deck chair vendors would like that much. Anyway, there are numerous restaurants we're going past as well in more organised bays. A couple of blue flag beaches, or near blue flag. I can't remember if, I think Chilavro is a blue flag. I'm fairly certain that there are a couple of the ones up here are blue flags. Because they'll have lifeguards and stuff and facilities. And the water everywhere is pretty much crystal clear, though I will touch on that briefly when we get up to Polis campsite. While I'm going through a fairly mundane area, sorry if you live here, I'll mention our new Buy Me a Coffee page. The address is buymeacoffee.com/PaphosLife, and if you like our stuff, go there and buy us a coffee or two. Simple as that, really. But also share our film far and wide, and make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on that funny little bell that people tell you to click on. I never seem to find it myself, but there you go. I'm just getting old. Anyway, that's all the marketing out of the way as hastily as possible. And soon we'll be coming up to, I think that's the turning there for Halavro Bay. And I mean Hotel Anassa is soon after it. That seems to be a very nice hotel from the drone footage I've recorded of it in the past. I have no idea what the hotel itself is actually like, but they've certainly done their little end of the beach up nicely. Though everyone can access it, it's not a private beach. You know, I filmed this Sunday afternoon at about 1 PM. If I remember rightly. Very windy because I've been flying the drone and getting lots of drone warnings. And I want to visit the campsite along the way because it's closed for I don't know, you can't really say refurbishment because they booted out the old owner. It's a bit political from what I can gather. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't know the full story. I did go to the they had a talk in the town hall about it a few months ago, and I went along to that. So to interrupt, we're getting onto the main road here now. This is from Neo Rio on the right, and we're driving down towards Latsi. Yeah, I went. There was a meeting a public meeting at the town hall in Polis. It was all in Greek, but I did see various pictures showing what the campsite's going to look like and stuff like that. So they do have plans to keep it as a campsite, but I don't know anything about the finances or anything, and I haven't seen anyone else report on the meeting. I was kind of hoping someone would report so I'd know exactly what they were talking about. So if anyone can point me in the direction of an appropriate article, I would appreciate it greatly. But I'll talk more about the campsite when we actually get to it. We're now approaching Latsi, and there's a few more cars around here. Makes you wonder where they're all going. I mean, they could all be going to Aphrodite's bars, but in that case, why weren't there more cars earlier on in the route? Perhaps there's a souvla being served soon in one of the taverns up in Neo Rio. But we're coming into Latsi now, and you can see as you get there how busy the car parks are now. In Latsi itself, I noticed that there were parking meters. It seemed to be causing a fair amount of confusion. There's a beach on the left, and this side of Latsi you have Latsi Beach, and according to the maps and the Blue Flag website, the other side of Latsi, the beach there, is officially called Polis Municipal Beach. I say this because someone tried to they accused me of not doing my research or something in the previous picture I posted of the beach. And I did say I had done my research and that they were wrong, but then they deleted their post, so I couldn't have the pleasure of seeing them say, oops, sorry. Anyway, here's the main car park. I'm not sure, I think that one's free actually at this end. But it's when you get to Latsi itself that the meters are there. There's numerous restaurants here. It's very popular. And the harbour itself is just on the left up here. We can go there to get tours to Blue Lagoon and other things. But also access all the restaurants that we're driving past here on the left. They have like seafront seating areas on the other side as well, where most people will sit. Very nice. And there are lots of cars parked here. Latsi's a busy place during the tourist season. But all those on the right, you need, if you park there, you need to go and to a pay and display. I don't know how it works, whether you pay on the... It seemed like you had to enter your driving, your registration number in or something, I'm not sure. I tend to park when I'm going to fly the drone at either end of the village away from the meters. Mainly because it just makes it easier to fly the drone when you're not launching it dead centre. But there are lots of shops as well as restaurants in Latsi. You can get food, drink, clothing even. Mainly tourist centric clothing, but I'm not sure what's being built on the right. It looks like some sort of either a hotel or villa complex. You can't really see it from here. See, now the road is quite busy, and whether it's just because there's 10 minutes later and people are driving out to lunch or not, I don't know, but it does seem bizarre that it was so quiet at the start of the film. And it's more or less the same road. But there you have it. So on the left is Polis Municipal Beach. Though if you do have another name for it, that's perfectly allowed, because I know that they stick signs up saying whatever. But I have to go with, if you like, the official names, the ones you see on maps, etc. Because basically, if a tourist is watching this film and thinks, oh, I want to go there, there's no point using a local name which they won't be able to find on a map. I've got to give the ones that they'll be able to see, so then they'll know how to get there. Right, I'm going to turn left here because I want to go to the campsite, and I was getting fed up with all the traffic, to be honest. This guy was annoying. He seemed to be just creeping out really slowly and then come out just at the right time to make me have to slow down. There's another little beach on the left down there. I think the shower still works, I'm not sure. Sometimes these beaches, they'll stick a shower up, then you come back a year later and the shower is just a pipe. Someone nicked the head. But I think that one, because they put proper municipal sunbeds there now, so I think they obviously have plans to make it more civilised, so to speak. But it's a nice place to go if you want to skip the crowd, so to speak. And soon we'll be coming up to the campsite itself. Now, I mentioned previously about the water quality. That comes an issue with the campsite now because it's officially closed, but there are people still camping there. Though, from what I've read online, and it's purely have to go on that, most of them do seem to be bringing their own chemical toilets with them. However, someone did report on social media the other day, but they basically found shit in the sea there. So perhaps not all the campers there are using their own facilities. This can become an issue, I mean, because as it's officially closed, you're sort of like, I suppose you could argue there's no expectation of sort of cleanliness here. However, the current of the waters will hoof all that stuff down towards Latsi. So they need to get something sorted. Even just check to make sure that, I mean, because when you see something on social media, unless you've been there yourself, you never know if it's true or not. You have to take everything with a pinch of salt. But these sort of reports do need to be investigated by the appropriate authorities. Because nobody wants to see that. I mean, I know in the UK they've had huge problems with that sort of thing in the beaches and the rivers. I mean, even in the Olympics, look at the CN and the problems they've had. So it is an issue, but it is very off-putting. So all I'm saying is that the powers that be need to investigate, and if need be, install some portaloos here. It may not be the ideal solution, but if it keeps the waters clear, it's good for everybody. But this is the campsite now. It still isn't. I mean, I love all the eucalyptus trees here. It's a very beautiful, rustic, relaxed place. Road here is quite bumpy. Not a place to go in a regular car during the winter times after rain. It just turns into a quagmire. But it eventually leads down to the beach itself. And if you do come here, there aren't any facilities at all. Bear that in mind. And just be careful, because there are a fair number of campers here, and if they're not all playing by the rules, you might find unexpected friends in the sea next to you. I hope that opens again as soon as possible though, because it's a lovely beach. It's a crying shame that it's not in use at the moment. And again, I have to reiterate, if someone can actually say what was spoken at that town hall meeting that I went to, I would greatly appreciate it, because then I can inform more people as to what's actually happening there. Because the sooner this is all up and running again, the better it will be for Polis and Latsi and the entire North Coast. Well, the Paphos end of the North Coast anyway. But we'll be heading out of the campsite again now and into Polis itself. I'm finishing at Papantoniou Supermarket because I need to buy some provisions. And if you're wondering why I mention the supermarkets in my films, it's because a lot of the holiday makers don't know where they are, and they're self-catering. It's handy knowing where you can go to get your essentials, so you don't blow half your money in a hotel shop, for instance. Now, in fairness to most hotel shops I've been in, when I've been staying in hotels in Cyprus, they don't scalp you like you get in the UK. Even like when you go to little kiosk shops, the prices aren't really gouged up high. You'll find that they might be in the middle of tourist areas, but if you're in, say, like central Paphos, or even like the village, I mean, the village shops in Palermo are very reasonable. You quite happily buy your weekly shop there. And it's amazing because they're quite small in comparison to, say, Lidl, but the sheer variety of stock you get there. You can get stuff there, but you can't get in the bigger supermarkets. I won't go on about that though, because you don't want to hear about my washing up bowl purchases. There was a little archaeological park on the left there. It's an active dig site as opposed to somewhere where you can like pay €2 and have a wander around. I just mentioned it though because I saw it. We're going to be turning left here. And you'll have Polis Hospital. I think you might have gone past that already, to be honest. If not, it'll be on the right there. Fortunately, I've never had to visit that one. Not because there's anything wrong with it, just because I don't like going to hospitals unless I have to. But this is the northern side of Polis, and we're going to be turning to get onto the main road that goes through it. Now, in truth, there are lots of ways of going through Polis. And turning left here. Note all the double yellow lines. They really pissed off a lot of people when they were painted up. Now they seem to get pretty much ignored again. Nice bakers here on the left. They do hot food as well. Big selection. If you want to eat al fresco. And finally, we're going to be turning left onto the main coast road. If you stay on here, you'll end up in Pomos, and if you carry on, you'll end up in Katopyrgos. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And then you get the crossing into the occupied area. But that's quite a drive. And we're going to be taking a turning to the right soon, which will bring us into Papantoniou's car park. So, as the last few seconds tick away, I'll remind you again of the buymeacoffee.com/Paphos live page. Please bung us a few coffees if you've liked what we do and want to support us. And as I said, share the film far and wide, and like and subscribe to our channel, and press that funny little bell that I can never find myself. And other than that, take care, and I shall see you in the next film. You can just admire my parking as I find a nice little shady spot. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Cheers.